If you are visiting or moving to Spain, there are a few cultural differences that you will have to get used to. And one of those is smoking. Smoking is a lot more common in Europe and Spain than you are probably used to in the United States. There are some areas in the United States where people smoke more than average. I moved here from Seattle. Vaping is very common in Seattle, but smoking of traditional cigarettes has been on the decline. I would say, though, that smoking in Spain is sort of on the level of how smoking was in the United States in the late 1970s or early 1980s. So let me give you a few situations where you will have to get used to just more people smoking. First off, Spain is very well known for its culture of eating and drinking and dining outdoors. There are a lot of outdoor patios. People go and sit there for lunch and have drinks, and they'll be there for a very long time. And because it's outside, there are a lot of people who will be smoking at those tables that you might want to eat or drink at. So, again, just be prepared for it. You can't really tell people, hey, don't smoke. Another very common thing is that you'll see the proprietors of tiendas or different stores and restaurants standing in the doorway to their shop or their restaurant smoking a cigarette. And so you'll see that and you're like, hey, if I want to go into your store or into your restaurant, I've got to walk through your cigarette smoke. Why are you doing that? And also, a lot of these stores, they'll have a door that's open. If they have a door at all, a lot of times they'll have a slider that they've raised. And so they'll be sitting there smoking, and all their cigarette smoke is going right into their store or their restaurant. As a matter of fact, I remember when we were in Barcelona, our first night, we go to eat at this outdoor restaurant, and the proprietor is standing there smoking just a few feet away, and he's chain smoking one cigarette after another, and the smoke keeps on coming over to our area until we finally say, hey, can you move over and not have the smoke go in our faces? Another very common situation, if you are ever in a crowd walking down the street, undoubtedly someone ahead of you is going to be smoking a cigarette, and so that cigarette smoke will be wafting back into your face. It's something that you'll also want to be aware of if you are walking a crowd. Yes, people from the US tend to walk fast. We are always in a hurry. If you're trying to walk around somebody, just be aware someone could be holding a cigarette, and so you don't want to accidentally burn yourself by bumping into their cigarette. And this is probably one of the most disheartening things that had to get used to living here, is that a lot of people smoke and they smoke around their kids, and it's really heartbreaking when you see someone smoking near a baby in a baby carriage or a very young toddler in a stroller. It's just the way that people are here. And so one of the effects that I've seen regarding smoking is that there are people who, I look at them and I will know that they are around my age or they're younger, and you can see how the smoking has just aged them, how it's given them all the different lines in their face, how it's changed their complexion. And so it is very sad that they're smoking, because you can literally see it taking away part of their lifespan. And by the way, I used to be a smoker. It's been 16 years since I've had a cigarette. I will never smoke again. If you are a smoker, trust me, just quit. Just quit smoking cigarettes. Oh my goodness, there are so many reasons that you should not be smoking. First off, it is super expensive. When I left Seattle, I think a pack of cigarettes was going for $12 to $14. That is a ridiculous amount of money. Second, it is a poison. You are literally paying for the privilege of poisoning yourself. You are sucking poison into your body. Third, it is an addiction. I remember having those feelings where it's like, uh-oh, I need to feed the addiction. You will feel so much better when you free yourself of that. And one of the last reasons is, first off, cigarette smoke smells, and if you smoke, you are going to smell. A lot of people think that they don't smell if they smoke, or they think that, hey, I use mouthwash, I wear clean clothes. Trust me, you smell like cigarettes. And one of the problems is that it is deep within your lungs. And so when you talk, or maybe you are talking closely or kissing somebody else, they are going to taste the cigarettes as well. Just do yourself a favor and quit cigarettes. And again, if you are visiting Spain, just be prepared that a lot of people here smoke.